I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. You're Australian. We're impossible to kill.
Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Battlefield 1 hard difficulty video walkthrough. This is the third sequence in the second war story. It's called Fall from Grace, and as you saw from burying the shovel into the back of that German, we're in another one of these interesting brand of Battlefield 1 gameplay, where you have the choice to go guns blazing, you have the choice to be stealth. There's a lovely jarring checkpoint, as I messed up the next sequence pretty good. But none of it really matters too much. That's the great part about this game. You know, most of the skirmishes are very small, they're very compact, and a lot of the larger ones are really fun, so you don't really mind replaying them. But in here is going to be some silenced weapons, some tools to help you get through the sequence. You can be very aggressive here, and you can sprint past almost all of this. You can stealth. I have managed to stealth through the village by throwing cartridges? Wow, language, Chris. Cartridges and shell casings and what have you, whatever you want to call them. And it does work, but I decided to try and go down this riverbed, and doesn't end well for my stealth path here. Because I was like, what the hell's over here? And boom, that guy can see me. In a tree! Behind a tree, belly deep in grass. And he's like, oh, he's there. So I sprint up this left-hand side. I completely circumvent the camp to my right, the dudes to my left, go into this area here, and then just over here is 1 to 2 fellas. And running and shooting on this game skews the aim, because of course it's a bit more realistic than a lot of first-person shooters. Not by much, but enough to... You want to be stationary and slow when you shoot rather than anything else, because you get a bigger advantage. But it doesn't mean it can't be done. It's just tricky. So once you hit here, you get a checkpoint, and you'll notice all those people that were severely angry at me in the other area have all been forgotten, and we can push through these awesome looking trenches and get on with the game. I'm going to kill this fella here with a smack of the old shovel. I'm going to pick up his weird double grippy gun thing. We're going to be covered in mud, and then we're going to proceed to murder our way through these tunnels. So if you throw the cartridge there, they both look over there, and then you can chain kill both of them. Nice and simple. And all that's going to happen now is you're either going to be able to stealth kill the rest of them, or someone's going to see you and it's going to kick off. I end up getting seen, so all I recommend if you do get spotted is to just proceed to hip fire everybody, because the gun that we were using just then is surprisingly good in these close quarters. It is, I think it's called the Trench Clearer, and there's a good reason for that, because it's a powerful tool at this kind of range. So he sees me, he's dead, his buddy's dead, there's a couple guys up this path, so just keep on moving forward, striding with purpose. The barbed wire does do damage to you, but it's nothing astronomical unless you linger, I think it's just residual. This is actually the wrong way, you want to follow the other guy, but I thought I could do a shortcut here and it leads into a bunker, and the bunker's a dead end. There is a collectible if you're interested in that kind of fare, but I'm not going to be showing you all of them, so do not watch this video if that's what you're looking for. But we're covered in shit and mud and grime, it's great. I do really like these trench areas, they feel tense. I like this idea of stalking through these narrow pathways. And then when you get here, there's another guy just there, so you can either execute him or spray him down. There's 2 of them, so spray them both. Guy to the right, spray him. And I think, yeah, this is leading to an enemy spawn right now. So I thought this was right, because the enemies were coming from it. It's not right, it's just a closet for enemies to turn up. No collectible or anything down there, so we can go back the way we came. Plenty of bullets in this rifle, in this submachine gun, sorry. So you can keep on stalking forward. I think the rule of thumb here is to follow the lanterns. I think the lanterns are one way to signify you're going the right way. There's a nice club kill on that fella. Here's another club kill on this guy. And then to our right, we get to enter No Man's Land, which is the place you really did not want to be during this war. But right now, you are safe, and this is the end of the mission, so effectively belt it this way. We're going to trip a cutscene, and then we're going to be doing a carrying sequence, which is kind of more of a puzzle than any kind of real gameplay. Look how beautiful this looks. It must be said, for the most of this campaign, you spend it doing other things than shooting, and I wish there was areas like this where you got to do some shooting, because I kind of really liked what we did just then in those trenches, running and gunning, you know, feeling powerful. It's an interesting difficulty hard here, because Battlefield has never been the hardest of games, but they've been tricky. The most recent campaigns have been so easy, they've been laughable. This one is harder, but because you don't spend a lot of times having to fight back in conventional firefights, you don't feel the same kind of risk. Like, can you imagine if we were doing what you did in Battlefield 3 in this game, where it was just a shooting gallery of dudes? It'd be way harder, but it just never really transpires that way. And it's better for it in some ways, because it's a breath of fresh air, but at the same time, if you come to your first-person shooter campaigns so you can do some gunning and practice your gun skill and, you know, just take out dudes and be shooting a lot, there is a ton of downtime in this game that can either be chosen or is forced upon the player. As right now, you have to navigate no man's land going between these chest-high covers, and if the light sees you, it almost immediately kills you because it's a gun turret up in a nest. It's essentially a kill box down here. It's no man's land. Not a good place to be. And I do like the idea of this, but I think it'd be even cooler if we were navigating through it and there were Germans that were kind of stuck here in, you know, stalemates, and they were trying to push as well. So there was the idea of, you know, not knowing who the enemy is, not knowing who to go for, and not wanting to give away your position. So there was like mind games and turrets firing and not knowing if they're firing at you, and just a palpable sense of dread. It could have been really interesting. And it is interesting, you know, a bit of stealth. But there's a lot of stealth in this game. A surprising amount. But it's the messy kind of stealth where it doesn't really matter if you do it perfectly, because you get no grade for it. You get no reward for it. You know, you don't really feel that stealthy when you're running up to people and burying your shovel in their gut and in the shoulder. It just feels barbaric in a good way. But thank you for watching, and you take care now.